أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, brothers and sisters. As we get closer to the breaking of the fast, we at the Debe Islamic Association shall continue our noble habit of doing the tafseer of surahs in the last juz of Al-Quran. Today, we shall discuss a surah whose name was derived from the first ayah of the surah, that is, Surah Ad-Duhaa. It is a Makki surah as it was revealed in Makkah. Revelation of Al-Quran to our Nabi came over a period of 23 years, and sometime after it began with Surah Alaq, revelation stopped, with some scholars suggesting for almost 6 months. Our Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam became very anxious and somewhat depressed, wondering if he had done something wrong to displease Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These feelings were exacerbated by the Makkah non-believers saying, "His Lord has abandoned him and hates him." Allah's response to this situation was sending Angel Jibreel with a new revelation, Surah Duhaa, to soothe the feelings of our Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I am sure many of us may know someone who at one time or another also felt so despondent that they too may have similarly thought, "Why has my Lord abandoned me?" So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responds in this surah to our Nabi in 4 parts. The first part of which is a qasam or an oath. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wad-duha wal-layli idha saja. Allah swears by the morning brightness, and He swears by the Layl, the night, when it covers with darkness. The morning brightness is a means of showing that this is a new day for the Prophet, a new time, which brings hope and goodness, a time to get up and go. And Allah contrasts this with the peace and quiet of the night, when it is time to rest. Let us do a little fiqh revision. All things in existence can be subdivided into 2 categories: the Creator, and everything else is the creation. We, as creation, we are only allowed to take an oath or swear by Allah, as we hear some of our fellow Muslims saying, "Wallahi," by Allah. However, Allah can swear or take an oath on His creation. When doing so in Quran, it is also used as a means of emphasis. So, after the section of oaths, the next 3 ayahs make up the second section. Here, Allah now states that He is our support. ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يؤتيك ربك فترضى. Your Lord has not forsaken you, nor is He angry with you, and surely the hereafter is better for you than the first life. And certainly your Lord will soon give you, and certainly you will be satisfied. In Ayah 3, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Your Lord has not forsaken you, nor is He angry with you." Thus, Allah directly addresses our Nabi's fears and anxiety. Let us recall that one of the miracles of the Holy Quran is that it addresses personally each individual who reads it or listens to it. So Allah is speaking to each one of us when we are depressed or anxious. And He is saying, your Lord has not forsaken you, nor is He angry with you. Remember that Allah never abandons you. We are in the first 10 days of Ramadan, which deals specifically with mercy. Allah loves you, and His mercy for you is more than a mother has for her own child. Allah's support shows us that every single believer will get better, either in this dunya or in the akhirah, or both in this dunya and the akhirah. So, if we understand this and accept it, we should not become depressed, but maintain an optimistic view in any situation. A little Arabic grammar here. Allah uses the word la and fa 3 times in these ayahs. Each one of these is used as an emphasis. So Allah is triple emphasizing that He is always our support. In section 2, Allah stated that He is always our support. He now proves this support with some reminders to our Nabi. أَلَمْ يَجِدْكَ يَتِيمًا فَآوَى وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًّا فَهَدَى وَوَجَدَكَ عَائِلًا فَأَغْنَى. Did He not find you to be an orphan and gave you shelter? And He, Allah, found you lost, and He guided you, and He found you in need, so He made you self-sufficient. A little Arabic grammar here. When an ayah begins with alif fatah, it is usually an indication that this is a question, not a statement. So the first ayah here is ayah 6. It asks, Alam yajidaka yatiman fa'awa? Did He not find you to be an orphan and gave you shelter? Let's look at a piece of our Nabi's family tree. Our Nabi lost his father before he was born, but he wasn't alone because he was left with his mother. He then lost his mother by the time he was 6 years old, but he wasn't alone because he was left with his grandfather. He then lost his grandfather by the time he was 8 years old, but he wasn't alone because he was left with his father's only blood brother, his uncle Abu Talib, who stayed with him until he became an adult. So Allah is reminding him every single time he had a loss, Allah supported him. In a narration by Abu Hurairah, recorded in Sahih Bukhari, look at those below you and not those above you, for it is the best way not to belittle the favors of Allah. This will help us to appreciate Allah's boons and favors upon us even more, inshallah. And in our last section of the surah, Allah shows us how to appreciate His blessings upon us. فَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ. So, as for the orphans, do not oppress them. And as for the one who asks beggars, do not repel him. But as the favor of your Lord, narrate it. So do good actions charity with a smile, or feed the orphan, the poor, or assist them in whatever means you can, and do not mistreat them, and speak well of Allah's blessings upon us, such as guidance, which leads us to having faith. In reviewing the surah, it was sent to soothe the anxiety of our Nabi, and Allah demonstrated this by making an oath or qasam, stating that He, Allah, is always our support. He reminds us of His boons and favors upon us, and He shows us how to appreciate these boons and favors by doing good and being optimistic. Inshallah, tomorrow we will continue with the tafsir as we move on to the next chapter, chapter 94, Surah Al-Shahr. And we will now end with the dua. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. O Allah, accept this service from us, for you are all hearing, all knowing. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.